Sandra. I just want to talk to you today about a little game that I've created. Now, some of the grown-ups might be really missing the golf course, right? And even if they don't play golf, they might really enjoy this. So what I've created is a crazy golf course. So I'm going to show you the golf course that I've created, and then I'm running a competition too. So, competition time. All I want you to do basically is record your golf course, your crazy golf course that you've developed yourself, and send it in to me. And you might be a finalist. Who knows? It would be really good, wouldn't it, if you were the winner? So yeah, if you do this, I want you to get some photographs or video it like I'm videoing this, and then send it in. And then for the older children, I want you to do a commentary. So I want you to pretend that you're overseeing a fantastic golf match between the grown-ups and maybe your sibling, or just the grown-ups. It depends who's in your family, doesn't it, really? Because I know we're on lockdown and in isolation. So wouldn't it be fantastic if you did the voiceover after the game's finished, like I've done on my recording that's coming up now?
So, here we are for the 10th year running of the Beechcombers Crazy Golf Final here at Sandy's Cove. And we have last year's winner, Pixie, here with us today. What would you like to say to your supporters, Pixie?
I'd just like to say these are unusual circumstances, we all know that, but there will be a rematch in 2021 and I will be beating you, David. I will be beating you. But what I would like to say is during this Easter holiday, thank you folks for staying at home. Really do salute you all. We are saving lives by doing this, right? Yeah, of course we are. And I just want to say that our NHS are legends. Let's continue to protect them. Thanks, guys. So here we are again at the 2020 Crazy Golf Championship, but unfortunately this year the course has been closed due to COVID-19. So let's have a look at the course and check out some of the highlights from 2019. And there you have some of the pebbles that are scattered all over the crazy golf course. And as you know, they actually use these as obstacles because it's usually done over the Easter period. As you can see, some of them are in a lovely Easter design, but obviously you could use pirates or princesses or superheroes or anything really. These pebbles do look particularly nice. But moving on, we do have the People's Choice, and this is our very own Piers Morgan, who's asking all the difficult questions at the moment and seems to be the only one oozing a lot of common sense. We then move on to the Windmill. This is one of our easier obstacles on the course, but Lover's Arch is particularly one of the most difficult, and this one comes in quite quickly at number 2. So as you can see, we have to get through the Lover's Arch and then we have to go into the red flagged area, which is, as I say, particularly very, very difficult. What tends to happen here is that the ball lands in the hole but then actually comes out. In fact, I think we might have one of David's shots from last year. Can we just take a look at that one? Let's have a look. And as you can see, that just goes far too wide, and we'll see that again in slow motion. And then moving on to the hurdle, this is where Sandra scored her first hole-in-one last year, and I think this one is a particularly easy shot personally, but some of them do struggle on the course. And here's David just literally missing his shot by millimetres. Moving on to the lighthouse, we do have a replay from last year, and this is where David made a catastrophic error towards the end of the match. His ball actually landed inside the hole, but unfortunately it did bounce out, and we do have a replay for you. Here goes. So as you could see, that was a very unfortunate shot. But just moving on around the crazy golf course, we do have some beautiful foliage here. It is spring, so everything's now in bloom, which is quite beautiful. Moving on, we have the rock. And I do believe that actually this was the winning shot for Pixie during the golf final last year. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case for David. I think we have a replay here and things didn't work out too well for him on this hurl. And some of you may recall that we did have a cockapoo that kept running onto the course, and so we did have to keep stopping play. And moving on to Salt Mill, this was another shot where Pixie actually got a hurl in one. We also, it looks like we do have some ducks that are going across the course and they may have laid some eggs, so we do need to be careful as we move over to Beech's Arch. As you can see, it is a little bit tricky down there at the beach. Moving indoors now, we do have the platform 9 3/4, so we do have another replica, but this is the indoor shot. Bit more difficult, the ball does slide pretty fast on that wooden floor there. And then moving on to our final hurl on this golf course, and this is the family shot. Now David got his actually into his named hurl, and unfortunately Pixie did not. But you might recognise some of the characters there. I do believe that they are from a very famous series some time ago, and I think you might know this as Breaking Bad. Wouldn't it be lovely if you could create your own crazy golf course and then have a little game with the grown-ups? Now some of you might not have clubs, but that's okay. You might just be able to play with a stick, or when you're going on your walks you might be able to find a tree branch and you might just be able to hit it with a tree branch. Just got to think outside the box, haven't we? So another way of playing would be like snooker. So you might have to play on your tummies, get down on your tummies and get your stick and then try and just do a snooker shot to put it. Or you might fancy football golf. So you might have to make bigger hurls, or you could use some really nice plates and you've got to kick the football and you've got to go around the obstacles and it's got to land on, I'm trying to kick it here, I've not really got a ball, but it's got to land on the plate. So there's different ways that you can do it, so just have a really good think about how you could play crazy golf and what kind of thing you want to play it with. So do you want to use a golf ball, or you might want to use an egg? Wouldn't that be cool? And it'd be even funnier, wouldn't it, if you used hard-boiled eggs but didn't tell the grown-ups. But yeah, have a go with it, hope you enjoy it, and competition time coming up. Here we go. And here's the final competition. So this is for the older children and possibly for the grown-ups. So what you're looking at is a basket, and there are 6 eggs in the basket. Now, if 6 people each take 1 egg, how can it be that 1 egg is left in the basket? Now, if you know the answer to this, I would really, really, really like you to email me that answer. That would be fantastic, and we'll see who the winner is. So do leave me your name and your age, and next week we will announce the winner. Okay, so recap on that. There are 6 eggs in the basket. 6 people each take 1 egg. How can it be that 1 egg is left in the basket? And I will tell you the answer next week. Have fun with that.